Hi, I'm Mitch Gallagher. Welcome to the Sweetwater Minute. We've got something really cool for you to check out on the Sweetwater Minute this week. I'd like you to meet Rusty Shaffer, CEO and inventor from Fretlight Guitars.
Hi, Mitch.
Thanks for coming in. We appreciate having you here.
Thanks for having me.
So give us a brief rundown on what Fretlight's all about.
Well, the Fretlight guitar is a real guitar that's got a built-in learning system that lights up chords, scales, riffs, and songs so you can learn them faster. So really at the heart of the Fretlight concept, what it does is it eliminates that back and forth looking from a book or a chart to your guitar. Back and forth. It eliminates that. So essentially we've taken that information, moved it 2 or 3 feet, and put it right here where you need it.
Right.
It's right there under my fingers.
So it shows you exactly where to put your fingers on the neck to play the notes and the chords that you need.
Exactly.
Right. That's great.
You still play, it's still a real guitar, and that was crucial for me when I invented it, is it couldn't be a toy. I didn't want to learn where to put my fingers, put it down, and then grab my real guitar. It defeats the purpose.
Now you actually invented the system in 1989, is that correct?
I did a long time. Yeah, I was a self-taught guitar player, and I played in bands in college, but I was pretty much rhythm and sang. And after college, I had 2 jobs actually I was working, and I wanted to be a lead guitar player, and I just didn't focus on that with when I was with my guitar playing, and to that point. And so I asked a friend, what do I have to do? And he handed me a book, and he said, here you go, memorize all these dots.
Right.
And I said, well, this is crazy.
Right.
I said, why doesn't somebody just take all these dots and put them on my guitar neck? So while I'm learning, I can hear myself making some progress. That was really the impetus of the invention back then. And it's been a long journey, but of course in those days, the first Fretlight guitars had knobs on the guitar that you dialed up your chord and scales. And you essentially just statically lit those up. Now, with the advent of USB and all the computer technology, we've connected the Fretlight to the computer, and now we can light up songs, we can light up videos. So again, all of that learning that you need to do.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And it really is based on a real guitar. And all the different models have the same Fretlight electronics in them. They have the LEDs in the neck and the USB connection down here.
They absolutely do. So the neck, so you've got a real wood neck here, and what makes this different is of course the LED light system underneath, but this is an advanced polymer fretboard. And we're really the first guitar company that has used a polymer fretboard. Now we do it of course for different reasons. When you don't see the lights, you cannot see that there are lights there. When the lights are on, of course, they shine through. And so it took us a long time to engineer that translucence to get that just right. What's really interesting with Fretlight is when we released the FG400 series in 2005, we had players calling us saying, what are you guys doing for the pickups? Because I noticed the sustain is really, pretty great on these. So we're not doing anything special. Well, it took another customer who had a physics background to point out that passing a tone through polymer actually yields more sustain than passing a tone through wood.
Nice. So show us how this interacts with the computer.
So what you get with the guitar is called Fretlight Studio software.
Okay.
And the Fretlight Studio software gives you, we'll build up to what it does. So for example, right now we're lighting up an F major 7 chord. So you've got a chord and scale library. You've got everything from power chords to minor 7th chords to Phrygian scale in any key, you've got it all.
Okay.
And again, simple as that. So there are a lot of guys that will use the chord and scale library to work on a section of a scale or to see an inversion. They're writing a song. I don't want to play that regular G major. Where are all my G majors? And the Fretlight's beautiful for that. So we have a lot of songwriters using that. So that's the chord and scale library.
Okay.
If we move on from there, we've got the video, the Fretlight Player. And what the Fretlight Player does, if I put on the solo to Forever Man, Eric Clapton's, we sell that video. So what you're seeing is that solo, as the teacher plays it in the video, light up right on the Fretlight.
Okay.
You can slow it down. So again, if I slow it down, let me start it again. And And now if we slow it down, that's the way we learn, right? That's what really is beautiful about digital technology, is we can slow it down without changing the pitch.
Right.
Not the old quarter on the record anymore.
Right.
So now we can also loop parts. So players can get in there and focus on difficult parts, and they're learning it, I mean, no pun intended, but at the speed of light.
Now you have an extensive library of songs. So
We do. So we have a ton of songs.
everything from Van Halen, AC/DC, Eric Clapton, obviously.
Right. So again, let's talk about so with the guitar, we give the customer one of the Hal Leonard videos, Lennon and McCartney. Who doesn't want to play Beatles tune? The other thing that customers can buy is that guitar players, existing guitar players, should know that they're, we didn't ignore tablature. Tablature is huge out there on the internet. Well, we've connected with Guitar Pro 6, which is the creme de la creme of tablature creation and playing software.
Right.
And now we have Guitar Pro 6 Fretlight Ready. So now that opens up 1 million songs on the internet where people can go and download those maybe obscure or favorite tabs, and they can instantly play them.
Right.
Slow them down, it's all right there.
Right. So I think it's important to note that this isn't just for beginners. Because of things like that, an advanced player can go and find the song that they're looking for and learn very quickly.
That brings up a great point. Just as you saw that easy F major 7 chord that I was lighting, I can put up the Spanish Phrygian scale in F sharp between the 12th and 15th frets. Now all of a sudden you're talking about a minority of people out there that would understand what that is.
Right.
Advanced concepts. So it really does, and that's the third piece of functionality that you get with Fretlight Studio, called the Improviser.
Okay.
And let me just show you Improviser briefly. So if we launch the Fretlight Improviser, what Improviser is it's a creation, again, out of kind of my head. What I wanted to be able to learn to play lead guitar, but I didn't have a band to play with. So how do you do that? And I can run a scale, that's great, but I would rather play it with a backing track or backing band. So if we look here, we've got a blues classic progression going, and I've got the E minor pentatonic lit up in the second position. And so now I can be the lead guitar player, and I can noodle around, and I can start to create. And we have advanced guys that are putting up a scale they don't know, and they don't have to learn it, they can audition it. So it's a whole new concept for advanced guys to think about.
Right.
Let's audition a scale. I don't know if I want to take the time to invest in learning the entire Phrygian scale. Maybe I'll just play around with a few notes. If I like what I hear, I'll work that into my minor pentatonic routine.
Right.
So now it's a whole different thing. We can blink root notes. If I just click a button here, I can blink the root notes, because you always want to resolve your leads to the root notes. Improviser has 120 built-in backing tracks. Again, this comes with the Fretlight Studio.
Thanks so much for coming in. We appreciate your time.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Wonderful system.
Thanks.
I'm Mitch Gallagher. Thanks for joining me for the Sweetwater Minute.